Hi there, Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 16th of May. The emphasis of late has definitely been more reflective, but also it's been an opportunity to reminisce or reconnect to people from your past or thoughts that were very powerful. Maybe events that you thought were very much in your past have become much more vivid in the here and now. You've also possibly been reviewing relationships, and part of this has come from the fact that Mercury, your ruler, has been twisting backwards, and there may have been a sense of drift or a lack of contact or inclusion. You may have been much more aware of a lack of validation in any kind of relationship. If it feels that you're always the one that's reaching out to others, there's probably part of you that really feels that you needed to draw back and protect yourself at a very core level. But despite all this, there is an aspect that shapes up this week called a grand Earth trine, which is enormously supportive to you. This sees Mercury, despite its retrograde, angling brilliantly with Jupiter and also Pluto. And things that you're thinking about or planning on the back burner or in a quiet way, particularly to do with where you live, your resources, or anything around property, well, that can be shaping up very, very well for you. In fact, by the time you get to the end of this week and the sun makes its way back into your sign for the first time in 11 months, you can feel much more positive, much more assertive, and much more in the mood to take on any opposition or any issues that have perhaps felt like they've been drifting a little bit. Part of the problem is there's still been a complex T-square involving Saturn, the planet of structure, but also of restriction, in your sector of relationships. And whether it's been family ties or people at work, it may not have just been so easy to feel as confident and trusting of the people that you've had to link with. And this has perhaps made you naturally a little bit more vulnerable or worrisome. But I think as the sun sweeps into your sign, even though there is a full moon in Sagittarius on the same day, that could bring a relationship issue right up to the boil. And maybe it's time to have a frank discussion and air some of your doubts or feelings that you've been keeping to yourself. But very soon, you're going to feel a build-up of momentum, you're going to feel much more in control, and by the start of the week following this one, I think you're going to be much more back on form and feeling much more naturally yourself. So if there are some sensitive issues to still digest, work through, or talk about, take your time, don't feel hung up about it. The heavens are moving around in a way which is going to set the stage ready for you to explode back into much more persuasive form. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.